that's what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a huge amount. And yeah, it must really be wearing you down.
Well, that's the aim, isn't it?
I'm just wondering, I know it's such a big issue, but is there anything you can do in a small way to make you feel a bit safer or better about yourself?
I could talk to an ethics department and ask them to help. It's unethical what's happening to me. You can't deny that.
And you've tried other avenues via, well, you just said you've been banned from numerous avenues, numerous places, so I'm assuming you've tried everything you can.
Yeah. How do you feel about whistleblowers?
I think they're incredibly courageous and brave. It's a huge step to take to be a whistleblower, and not everybody can do it. And then you put yourself out there for a lot of criticism and flack. You know, you've got to be super thick-skinned. Yeah, how do I feel about them? I think they're brave, courageous. Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I think that's true, but I think the proof's in the pudding. If you think they're brave and courageous, you'd have to support a whistleblower who comes to an ethics centre, wouldn't you?
Are you talking about what you're hoping I'll be able to do for you?
Yeah, I am.
I think I've tried to explain what the service does. So
I think the service is poised to align with my perpetrators and not take meaningful action on the biggest literal corruption case in possibly Australian history.
we don't take external action for anybody. All that we do is talk to people like yourself, other callers, and we're not a service that can advocate for things. That's not what we do.
But you don't need to be a rocket science to know this is unjust and also illegal. And you don't...
Yeah.
Any human being could stick up for me, especially if you're an ethics centre, hey?
Well, I can stick up for you. I can listen to you in this time that we have available right now. But beyond that, the Ethics Centre can't take any action, you know.
So just to confirm...
That's frustrating for you to hear.
Well, I did precede this conversation by saying I'm poised to be disappointed. I believe that you've been aligning with my perpetrators, acting in line with corrupt police, abort media, abort legal system. Every system exists because of the government. And your funding's from the government, isn't it?
No, it's not actually.
Really? Who's it from?
It's from benefactors.
Oh, right.
But what I would like to do is just support you in this little bit of time that we have available, if that's all right.
Well, you could tread water and feign to help and do nothing and then just leave me in the dirt like every single other person on this earth has. Are you happy to accept that?
Well, I've told you the scope of what we can do here, so I'm sorry if that doesn't meet your expectations.
But you're not sorry.
No, I am, and I do care about you as somebody who is feeling, like completely downtrodden by society and individuals, and that you're, very much on your own there, and except for your dog, it's like you're really isolated, and that's.
Would you accept that as an ethics centre? Would you accept that as an ethics centre?
Accept what?
What you just described.
Do I accept it? I hear that that's your situation.
Yeah. Are you going to make a meaningful difference to my life, or are you going to align with Bill Shorten and the perpetrators?
Well, like I said, Baron, I can support you in this time that we have available allocated.
Well, that would be feigning help and doing nothing.
Well, that's how you say it. It's not how most people say it. Baron, it's a big thing that you've brought to this call. It's a really big thing. And I think you know that...
I shouldn't have to dim the situation to suit your limited perspective of a simple ethics question. If you're truly an ethics centre, you'd tackle the big things. That's what ethics is.
Well, we are an ethics centre and we do tackle the big things on a different level, like through the public domain, but not through these counselling calls. It's not possible to do that. There are other services that are set up which you've already contacted, like the Ombudsman or Legal Aid. They know how our systems work. And, it's not just ethics that you're looking at there. You're actually looking for practical support. And we cannot do that. We're here to provide ethical,
What does ethics mean to you? It means, because I've got a PhD, you see, so I'm a doctor of philosophy, and ethics means to do no harm. So if you looked the other way and feigned help and did nothing after everything I've said to you, wouldn't that be a tacit approval of allowing the corruption and allowing harm to happen?
Well, I hear that's what you'll make it to be. That's how you will think.
But now you're making me the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. I'm the whistleblower.
Then it seems to me that you've made up your mind about this service before you even contacted us, really.
No, I haven't. I'm giving you every opportunity.
I've told you we can't take action on your behalf.
Why is that?
It's not what we do. Do you want to go ahead or shall we end the call here, do you think, Baron?
No, let's see how far down the rabbit hole we can go. What criteria do you have to ask me?
Actually, Baron, I'm not going to do this. I think I will end the call now because...
But I'm not asking you to end the call. You're hanging up on me.
I'm not hanging up. I've explained the scope of this service and how what we do here. It's not just up to me as an individual, but what we do here as the counselling team at the Ethics Centre.
Are you a counsellor? Are you a counsellor?
We're all trained here at the Ethics Centre.
Oh, trained. Sounds special.
What we do is not really counselling. It's a different. If you've had counselling in the past, it's not really like that. But perhaps you just want to tell me what your framework. You said you've got a PhD in philosophy, a doctor of philosophy. What helps you get through when you feel, that...
My faith in God. My faith in God. Because humanity's poised to delegitimise me, minimise my experience, not act in a legal or ethical way, cover up a whistleblower testimony, silence the website, accept coercive family violence, attempted assassinations, and mind you, in this 35-year targeting that's cost literally from $1 to $4 billion to do this to me, which is why I know the fraud's here. I've died. Like in 2021, I killed myself to get out of this, and I died. And then I was revived. It was covered up by the hospital, and I was forced to live in my car as a disabled person on the NDIS. So, obviously, the aim of the thing is not only to erase me, because I've got no income, no rights, media ban, I've got no money, I've got no legal right. The aim is to get rid of me. But I've blockchain timestamped all my documents, and now I'm embedded in the digital blockchain of humanity. So I can't be erased, despite you feigning help and then not acting to support me in any meaningful way.
Okay. Look, I'm really sorry to hear that it's such a struggle and that you believe that you've been really victimised and hunted down.
It's not a belief. It's a proven fact. Mm-hmm. But if you look the other way, as the targeting continues, you also are an active participant in that targeting. And you're an ethics department. See, that's why I said at the front of the call that I'm poised for disappointment. I brace myself for another disappointing person. It reminds me of, like, I'm a whistleblower, I've come so high, I've made a big impact in the world, and other people, I get the feeling, They don't like me because they sold out. Why didn't they stand up in the same way I did? Because they're not as courageous as me. And that's it's not an envious thing. It's a reason people hate me and a reason why people won't help. And to be honest, if you did help me, if you pointed this out, the Ethics Centre would suffer negative political retaliation and probably financial retaliation.
Okay, Darren, I realise this is bigger than what I can do for you, so I will just, I hope you continue to find some support through your faith and your dog, and wish you all the best, Darren.
Thanks for aligning with my perpetrators.
I will go now. Bye-bye.